This week on The Travel Show, I'm in Sweden.
Finding out how its capital, Stockholm, plans to become the most futuristic city in the world.
So it shows the tickets, our names, and it all came from that, yeah.
And I'll also be trying to get snug under the duvet in sub-zero temperatures.
You have a good night's sleep?
Thanks, Stefan. I'll be just chilling here.
And Carmen's in Japan, facing her food fears as she takes on her latest taste challenge.
It's quite overpowering. This might take a bit of getting used to.
Sweden's capital city, Stockholm, is built around Lake Mälaren and the Baltic Sea on 14 islands. Its pastel-coloured buildings and historical old town date back 7 centuries to a time when Stockholm was Scandinavia's main trading post. And today, with a population of 1 million, it's one of Europe's smallest but fastest growing capital cities, and its eyes are set firmly on the future.
This place has been called the startup capital of Europe, and there are plans to make it the smartest, most high-tech city in the world. But what does that actually mean?
A smart city is a city where utilize sustainability with digitalization to find new technology to make it easier for citizens, visitors, businesses to become eco-friendly.
There are some initiatives already visible on the street, like this solar-powered bin.
When it's full, it signalizes it so we can come and pick up the trash. So that means you don't need to come on a regular basis all the time. You have a signal and then you pick it up. So it saves us a lot of transportations.
With a growing number of us living in cities, space is at a premium. I want to understand how that will affect the way we use the buildings that already exist.
This building is going to be the restaurant and food center for the future.
A city like Stockholm is always on the edge, try to be on the vanguard of things happening, right?
Amazing. Can we have a look inside?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's open. It's for the public, right?
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like a garage to me.
Well,
Yeah, it
is.
These guys have ambitious plans to change the way this building works.
Under every building in every major city of the world, what do you find? You find garages.
Yeah.
With all the self-driving cars out there, will we need garages in the future? Probably not as many at least, right? And what could we use them for? Of course for growing stuff, because we have all this funky artificial light, and we don't need the sun anymore in order to grow herbs and plants.
That sounds incredible.
Well, it's just a few years from now.
This little kale is called patsoi,
Yeah.
Asian kale. Here we have our basil.
Up on the shop floor, the guys introduced me to local traders making a salad from ingredients grown inside a nearby basement without any sunlight.
Here we go.
It's incredible. So this is a mixture of all sorts of plants, but what's special about it is it's organic. It's been grown in-house under LED lights, and it's vertical food. Oh, and it's really tasty. It's tasty.
I've got one more stop on my mission to understand what Stockholm will look like in the future, especially for travellers. For that, I need to jump on a train.
Okay, let me see this microchip then.
Well, here it is.
Wow. That's more, I can touch it, yeah. Look at that.
Stefan Ray works for Sweden's largest train operating company, the first in the world to begin using microchips that sit underneath the skin as train tickets.
This microchip implant sits right here.
That's it?
That's it.
And it's under your skin?
It's under my skin.
Okay, here comes the ticket officer. This is our chance to see if that works.
Each passenger with a microchip must be registered with a membership number. The microchip holds this number, and when the inspector scans the chip, the ticket comes up in her validation app.
It's there? So it shows the tickets, our names, and it all came from that, yeah. So what about privacy?
The solution we found was that if we just put the membership number, that won't be telling anyone anything about you outside our company. There's no transmitter here, so you can't be tracked with a GPS or something.
So far, around 3,000 people in Sweden have a microchip.
In theory, you could use the microchip implant to replace a lot of stuff. I mean, your credit cards, the keys to your house, the keys to your car.
I got real mixed feelings about that microchip technology. I mean, the geeky side of me likes the idea of going from wearable tech to injectable tech. And it seems really practical as well, so you can get rid of your keys and you don't have to carry tickets around with you. But there's also a side of me, maybe a little bit of paranoia, that's worried about the privacy and giving up so much information and also carrying it inside you.
From a visitor's point of view, Stockholm certainly feels futuristic. Whether it's a bin that works with solar power, food grown in a garage, or train tickets inside your skin, people here seem to embrace these new technologies and the change that comes with them. Maybe that's the secret to Stockholm's smartness.
Still to come on the travel show.
I head north here in Sweden to find out how an ice hotel is using the midnight sun to create eternal winter, even in the summertime.
I ain't hiding. I ain't gonna lie about it. It's cold.
At Japan's most challenging meals, Carmen's back on the road, putting her palate through its paces as she takes on more of the country's more traditional dishes.
So stay with us for that. The Travel Show, your essential guide wherever you're heading.
Japan's food can be just jaw-dropping, and most people new to the country make a beeline for the yakitori joints or sushiyas that you'll find everywhere.
I've lived here in Tokyo for over 3 years now, and I love Japanese food, but there's still some I find quite intimidating.
So with a little help from my translator Yoko,
Carmen.
I'm taking my taste buds on a trip through this country to try and understand what I'm missing out on. This leg brings me back to my adopted hometown, Tokyo, and to a food that inspires genuine affection here.
So this is natto.
Natto is soya beans that have been left to ferment into a kind of stringy goo. The secret is a colony of bacteria called Bacillus subtilis. It's a well-liked popular breakfast with, they say, significant health benefits.
Why does it have to be so gooey and slimy?
For tourists, Let's just say it's an acquired taste.
Tastes a bit like medicine. It's a really, really, really pungent flavor in your mouth. It's quite overpowering. This might take a bit of getting used to.
If I'm ever going to learn to appreciate natto, it's going to take resolve and research.
Arigato.
And you have to cover all your hair.
Oh,
please.
my hair. Oh, dear.
So Yoko takes me to a little place she knows in nearby Ibaraki.
Okay. Oh, you can smell the soya beans already. It's really, really strong, and you can smell straw. What is in here?
The natto bacteria.
Natto bacteria, cultured especially for natto. Okay, so just spray like this. That's enough? That's good.
これから、容器に藁とかの容器
So they put in a like straw container and then they put in a fermentation room for like 18 hours and then use the slimy thing.
Okay. Have you ever considered making natto a little bit less slimy for gaijin people like myself?
It's possible.
It's possible. So tell me about the health benefits of natto.
ビタミン K ですとか骨粗鬆症にいい成分ですとか、あとはナットキナーゼといいまして血液をサラサラにする成分ですとか。
Studies have indeed shown that natto is probiotic and may also help thin the blood, reducing the severity of strokes and heart attacks.
It was pretty hot in there. Must admit, I've never been to a natto factory before, and I guess I got used to the smell by the end of it. What really got me was the health benefits, so I'll do it for my health.
Back in Tokyo, southwest of the center, there's one place that's got to be high up on the list of many natto fans. This is Sendaya, a cafe and shop that specializes in one type of food.
Ah, this is mascot of natto, Mr. Slimy.
Mr. Slimy, you're joking. That's brilliant. Satoshi-san, I need help. I need you to help me like natto.
Seaweed.
This one has seaweed in it.
混ぜないでほぐすだけです。ほぐすだけ。
Okay, so it's a cutting motion, not the rigorous stirring. It's better. I'll give you that. Better. Is there another way I can enjoy natto without the sliminess?
納豆ドーナツです。
Natto donut. Okay. Not at all gooey. It's delicious. Oishii. I love natto now.
Finally, this week, I continue my journey through Sweden, travelling over 1,000 miles north of the capital, Stockholm, to the town of Jukkasjärvi in the Arctic Circle. This is what Swedish Lapland looks like in the wintertime, and it's the perfect backdrop to see reindeer or the Northern Lights. But what really put this town on the map back in 1989 was when it built the world's first wintertime ice hotel. It's a concept that has been copied in other parts of the world, but now they're trying something different.
Now over there, that's where they've been building the ice hotel every winter for the last 27 years. But this year, for the first time, they've come up with a really clever way of building a hotel out of ice that will stay frozen all year round, even in the summer.
Temperatures can reach as high as 20 degrees here in the summer. So designers have developed pioneering techniques to create a hotel that will remain intact.
It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting an igloo or something like that.
For more than 25 years we've been building igloos here. It's been a winter project, a seasonal project. But this is our permanent, that is new. It's the first season that we're running the Icetel 365, a permanent ice hotel.
Why have an ice hotel all year round?
Because people want to do it. That's
Seriously?
the simple answer.
So can we go and have a look inside?
Of course, let's go at it.
Okay.
When you're this far north of the Arctic Circle, there's daylight for 24 hours during the summer, and the ice hotel has found a way to harness that energy, bizarrely to keep temperatures inside below freezing.
Look at this. It's like a winter wonderland.
What you first meet here is the ice bar.
I hope your drinks come with ice, yeah?
All of them.
So all the ice here comes from the river?
Everything is from the river, yes. So it's in the cycle with the river and it's going back, like the ice glasses. And
so the ice glass, you have a drink from the ice glass, when that evaporates, back into the river.
If you want, you can ask the bartender, can I bring it with me and throw in the river? Of course.
So it's extremely environmentally friendly,
yes,
clean.
It is. Yes, it is.
There are 20 rooms in this new permanent hotel, each uniquely sculpted by artists from all over the world.
There is a different theme in every suite. The name of the suite is Oh Dear. I really love this room.
It's amazing.
It has an ambience.
The detailing is just incredible. I am speechless. It feels like something out of Alice in Wonderland or The Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe, but it's also extremely chilly.
Even though this hotel is permanent, there's a constant supply of fresh ice on hand if any alterations need to be made. And that's where this giant fridge comes in handy.
Have you ever seen a block of ice this big? This massive block of ice weighs up to 2 tons. And over here, I love this. This stuff is called snice. It's a mixture of ice and snow, and it's used for the insulation of the ice hotel. And what's even more amazing is all of this ice here is sourced from the River Torn just outside. So there's no more talking now for me. I'm going to spend the night in the ice hotel. I can't get away from it. So it's just me and my beautiful ice bed. Who's in here?
Oh, hello, Ade. I just made your room ready.
Oh, wow. What temperature is it in this place?
-5.
-5.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my first council flat when I couldn't afford heating.
Yeah, you will become very nostalgic when you sleep here. Yeah.
Because the room is literally freezing, you need special gear to survive the night, including a sleeping bag that can withstand temperatures of -25 degrees centigrade.
This is your bed. You have a normal mattress, but the frame is ice.
Will this keep me warm enough in -5 degrees?
Yes, the sleeping bag is for winter purpose. So
I'm lucky enough to have a suite, which comes with a warm bathroom.
So if you panic and can't stand it, you can hang out in here as well.
Oh, I've got a warm room!
Yeah.
Of course I won't be spending much time in the warm room, other than to just get in.
My guide Stefan gives me some advice.
What people usually do, they go with their whole head, that breathing becomes moist. inside your sleeping bag, and moist makes you colder. So the best way is to keep your face in the open and just
Keep the
breathe
face
out.
in the open?
Yeah, and breathe out in the air.
Can you tell me a story, Stefan, please?
All right, Ade, I will leave you now, and you have a good night's sleep.
Thank you.
Enjoy your cold night.
Thanks, Stefan. I'll be just chilling here.
It's just gone 4 a.m. in the morning. I've woken up. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to go to the bathroom. It's really cold. I've warmed back up, got my clothes back on. I'm doing my usual technique of getting in the sleeping bag before I go out into the room. And you can look out the window. It's like bright daylight. It's been like this for the last, 2-3 hours, that light. Look, there's pros and cons to this. The great thing about it is it's beautiful in here. Look around. And also the silence is just incredible. It's so peaceful. But it's cold. I ain't hiding. I ain't gonna lie about it. It's cold.
That is your lot for this week, but make sure you join us next week when...
Carmen continues her eating adventures through Japan to take on a dish with a fishy flavour.
Very strong.
Well, that's all to come on next week's show. But don't forget, you can keep up with us and all our travels in real time on the road by following us on social media. All the details should be on your screens right now. But for now, from me, Ade Adepitan, and all the travel show team here in Sweden, it's hey hey!